Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlotte from Charlotte and Jeannie, and sorry it's been a while. I've been very busy with Jeannie, and I'm attempting now to spend the next 5 weeks doing as much as possible as I can with her, because last Friday, the 11th of September, I found out some big news that's going to be changing how I ride. Well, I won't be able to ride, be changing my life for 7 months, because I'll be having an operation on the 20th of October, bearing in mind obviously we've got a local pandemic going on, so it may be cancelled yet, but I just thought I'd go into a bit of detail with you. So actually on Wednesday the 16th of September, so obviously I'm filming this after it's happened so I can give you guys an update on what I did and how it went and everything. So on the 16th of September I had my pre-op hospital appointment, which was where I went in to have my blood pressure checked, my feet x-rayed and measured, and all so they can check I'm healthy enough and talk me through what's going to be happening. I have had this operation before last year, so I do know what's going to be happening because I've experienced it before. So this is how I know I'll be wheelchair bound for 7 months. I'll be bed bound for the first 2 weeks, and basically no riding, no walk. Well, I'll be walking, but it'll be on my heel weight bearing, and no college, which is a shame because I've actually just started college 2 weeks ago, which I'm doing media studies and obviously media, so I've started my YouTube channel back up, and I thought to you guys I'm going to be blogging a bit of this, so I won't show any graphic detail of my operated area. Obviously it is my feet, and I will go into detail on what I'm having done, but I just thought I'd vlog it for you guys. The surgery itself is called metatarsal lengthening, and it's going to be a surgery that will be around 4.5 hours. So what the surgery is, they will put a metal fixator on my foot, on, in my case, both feet, and then a wire from the fixator through the toe I'm having lengthened. In my case, again, the fourth metatarsal. So my feet actually stopped growing when I was 7 years old. So ever since I was 7, I've just had 2 short toes. So last year I had my 3rd toe lengthened, and you can tell a massive difference. It's a lot better and it causes me less problems, and so hopefully it'll be the same for my 4th toe. Obviously, due to the pandemic that's going on in the world at the moment, there's a chance it could be cancelled, and if it is cancelled, we don't know when it will be moved to. I was actually meant to be having this operation in July sometime, so it would have been like full on. I would have been not recovered, but recovered enough as in I could have gone to college and started college. Obviously this is going to affect college, and I have only just started college, so it's not the best that could be happening. I am currently studying media studies, and so I am really enjoying it. Wouldn't really want to miss out, but unfortunately I need this operation doing, so I have no choice to miss out on college. But due to the pandemic and stuff, obviously colleges and schools and everywhere have been introduced to home learning, just in case obviously the pandemic causes us to go back into lockdown and we have to isolate and whatever. So because we have had a pandemic in the world and schools are used to home learning and being able to remote working and everything from home, it means that because obviously I won't be able to go into college, I will still be able to have my work set to me and I will be remote working. I have actually, because of the virus going on, I have to go in the Saturday beforehand, and my whole family are going to have a COVID test. And from that Saturday having the COVID test, we will all have to self-isolate. And then one of my parents, my mum, will be taking me into the operation on the Tuesday. So because of the virus, it's affected us, because now in hospitals you can only have one parent with you at a time. So my dad would either have to wait in the car or he wouldn't be able to come, and my mum would be able to come in with me. Which is a shame, because both my parents obviously want to be there when I've woken up before I go in, so they can both be with me to see how I'm like, if I'm okay, and how I will be after the operation and before the operation. Obviously I know because of the pandemic they can't, and it's the same for any children or anyone, because they can't have visitors. Obviously people are struggling with this COVID, because a lot of people are struggling in the world and finding it hard. But I just thought also, because I will be going into a hospital and I've been into the hospital for my pre-op, I thought I'd give you a little bit of idea of what the hospitals are actually like at the moment. So on the Wednesday when I went in, there was people sat at the door saying, where are you, what have you come from, what appointment have you got? So they check what appointment you've got beforehand, before letting you in the hospital. So when you've said to them what you're having done and why you're there, you then have to sanitize your hand, and masks are worn at all time. So on the Wednesday we had to go up to X-ray first. So when we got to the X-ray reception to sign in for the X-ray, they had all protective screens up and they were wearing masks and visors and everything. So we signed in there, and then when we actually went into the room, there was 2 chairs would be designated to sit on, 2 chairs gap, 2 chairs to sit on, and then so on and so on. And when you went into the actual X-ray room, they wore masks and visors whilst working with you and telling you, helping you with where to go and moving the machine to X-ray you. And then after my X-ray, we went over to the clinic where I was going to have my blood test, and then I saw my doctor first, who's going to be performing the surgery, and he wore his mask and his visor obviously, and we had a word with him what the surgery is going to be. Am I happy that I'm having it? Do I want it doing for definite, and all that. And then we had to go back into the clinic, and obviously all social distancing rules, everyone's wearing masks, the nurses are wearing visors and protective clothing. And then when we went into the blood test room, I had it done in my finger, which was better for me because I'm not a fan of needles. And that nurse said whilst I was in that room and that room only, I was then allowed to remove my mask just so I could breathe in and out and just calm down whilst I was having my blood test done. And so that was the only time in the hospital I was allowed to remove my mask and have nothing protective on me and protecting them. So and then after the hospital we came out and went back to the car and we sanitized and everything. So I'm nervous for the operation. Obviously we don't know if it's going to go ahead yet because of COVID, but even if it doesn't, I am nervous anyway, because I do want to get it out of the way and over and done with, because if it doesn't happen this time, we don't know when it's going to happen. But I'll keep you all up to date, and I'm going to blog the whole experience and upload it to YouTube, obviously. And I'm also, up until the operation's on the 20th of October, I'm going to be filming a lot more with Jeannie, I promise, because we're going to be doing a lot more. So I'm going to get the camera back out and going to try and keep on top of the videos so I can keep YouTube up to date. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. I promise they'll get a bit more entertaining. This was just an up-to-date video because I wanted to update everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!